we're gonna get to that later. But can you tell me your first and last name?
My first name is Yuhua, is Yuhua, and my last name is Yu.
Okay, and can you tell me your English name?
My English name is Hazel.
All right, and what grade are you currently in, and what grade are you applying to?
I'm in 10th grade and I'm applying to 11th grade.
Okay, if you have taken any English exams, could you please tell me which ones and the scores you have received on them?
I've taken TOEFL and I got 107.
Wow, that's really great. Have you also taken the SSAT or the ISEE exams?
Yeah, I took the SSAT and I think I got I I think I got 2109.
2109. That's really spectacular. Wow. Um, what is your current GPA at school? Do you know? Or if you don't know, that's okay. We can check your transcript later.
I don't know. We don't use GPA scale in our school. I don't know why.
Okay, that's okay. So tell me a little bit about your school now. What school are you currently at, and how long have you been studying there?
I'm at Nansemond Suffolk Academy, and it's in Suffolk. It's a town in Virginia, and I came here when I was a ninth grader, so I've been studying here for a year and a half.
Okay, and how do you like your experience there?
I like here because it's just like a family. Everyone is very nice and friendly, and you can ask for help, and everybody will help you. And I like here, but I feel like I need more challenging courses, so that's why I'm trying to transfer.
I see. So do you feel like your current school is a little bit limited in terms of the academic opportunity?
And also the community service opportunities.
I see. So transfer to a different school now. What would be your ideal school? What are some things that you're feeling like you're unsatisfied with now, so you would like to see in your new school? Whether it's different sports or any kind of opportunities or certain classes, anything like that.
I would like to go to a school that is not academic centered, that has a lot of different activities for students to get different experience in life as a high school student. And also, I'm looking for some good community service opportunities, and I also like a good student body. Like everyone is learning and curious about the stuff they're learning, and I'm looking for like good teachers that know their stuff well, and that can teach us differently and teach us a lot. Yeah, that's my ideal school.
Yeah, that sounds like a really great school, and I'm definitely sure we can find some for you. Are you specifically interested in staying on the East Coast, or would you be okay with coming to the West Coast?
I'm okay. Both like East Coast and West Coast is fine for me.
Okay, and how do you feel about a single gender school, like going to an all-girls school?
I think maybe co-ed it works better for me.
Okay, and your current school now is co-ed?
Yes.
Okay. It sounds like community service is something that's very important to you.
Yeah, because I like to do volunteering works, and I have some big plans for my community service project. So.
Oh, can you tell me about your community service project?
I would like to collect students' old clothes, like when they were young, and send it to Tibet, ship it to Tibet. And I'm working on the organization in China, and they can help me ship if I collect enough clothes, they can help me ship it to China and to a really poor area, and for the students. For the kids to have some clothes to wear during the winter, or maybe just more clothes for them to wear.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Did you join this club or did you start it?
It's not a club. It's just my personal project. I started Chinese culture and calligraphy club, and we are teaching American students to learn more about Chinese culture and to do more like cultural communication. And we also taught them some calligraphy. Like they use brushes to write their names. It was really fun.
Wow, that does sound really fun. If I were at your school, I would definitely join that club. So, how did you start this personal project? What made you want to do this?
I watched a documentary on a person, but I forgot his name, and he said something that really inspired me. He said that as people live in better parts of the world, we have privileges, so we have responsibility to help the people that are not as not has low living standard than us, lower living standard than us, and to help them. And I just like to, because I went to Tibet this summer and I saw how the kids, and they were really poor and they didn't have school bus. They had to just call some random car and ask them to take them home once like 4 times a month, and we have school bus every day and we can just go home. And so that really touched me and I just wanted to do something.
Yeah, that sounds like it was a really memorable and significant moment for you. Um, is this something that you would like to pursue in your life, or is this like social justice and is this something that you want to pursue in your career too?
Kind of. I want to. Well, I can. There will be definitely a big part in my life, the service. But I think for now, I think I want to be a diplomat in the future. So.
Oh, wow. Tell me more about that. Why do you want to become a diplomat?
I like politics first of all, and I'm studying in the U.S. and I kind of know like both, like the Chinese perspective and the American perspective about a lot of things, and I learned a lot of things about that, and I read a lot of books about politics, and I really like that, and I kind of wanted to like more. Do more to make the world like a smaller place, and the East to know more about the West, and the West to know more about the East.
Okay. So are you involved in any activities or clubs right now that are involved in politics or international relations?
I really want to, but our school, doesn't have anything like that. So I really wanted to join the Model UN club, but we
Mm-hmm.
don't have that club. So I kind of wanted to find a new school that has some sort of similar opportunities as the Model UN.
Yeah, definitely. It sounds like you're probably at a pretty small school right now if they don't offer enough activities and clubs like that. So, if you're at a larger school, you can definitely join lots of activities. How did you become interested in politics?
I don't know. I just kind of read a lot of books about politics, and I just, whoa, that's something I want to do in the future. And I watched a lot of political debates in America because we don't have political debates in China, and I just got interested.
Wow. So what are some books that you've read that, really influenced you or made you learn a lot about politics?
I wouldn't say that the books influenced me, but I definitely read a lot of books about politics. I read Machiavelli's The Prince
Hmm.
and The Communist Manifesto and The Primacy of Politics, and like books about history that involves politics. And I also read a book called Why the West Rules for Now by a Stanford professor called Ian Morris. I really like that book. And also, yeah, I read a lot of Chinese books talking about politics. Yeah,
Wow, that's really amazing. Those are very difficult books for people your age.
yeah. Sometimes I don't understand. I would just read it like several times.
Yeah. Were they introduced to you by a teacher or did you just kind of find them yourself?
I just kind of found them myself.
I see. So is there anybody in your life right now who is kind of like a mentor or is guiding you to teach you more about politics or history or, your future plans?
Not a specific person,
Mm-hmm.
but books are definitely leading me to think more about politics and the world. And I wouldn't say there's a specific person that leads me to my goals. Or
Yeah, definitely. Is there any politician, American or Chinese or anywhere actually, who you particularly admire?
um, politicians have their ups and downs. I'm just
Definitely.
I read I recently just read President Bush's book about like George W. Bush wrote about George H.W. Bush, and but that's nothing to do. There's nothing to do about politics in there. It's kind of like it's the portrait of George H.W. Bush.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the second president of China. He really boosted the economy, and he opened China to the world. And during his reign, I don't know, the China joined China joined the UN, and Taiwan is no longer in there. So I kind of like him.
Okay. So what do you think are some qualities that are necessary to be a good politician or a good leader?
Um, I haven't thought about that. Well, I think you have to be responsible first of all, and you have to solve stuff, and you have to be very, you have to you have to be very determined. You know what you're doing, and you don't doubt about that. And also you have to be cold. I don't want to say cold, but not judged by your emotions, and
Mm-hmm.
just do what is best for the majority. Um,
Very
yes.
rational.
But
Very rational.
yeah, yeah, very rational. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm very nervous on that, so I
No,
don't
don't
have.
worry about it. So what do you think are some of your own personality traits that make you somebody who would be good to be a politician or a leader like that?
Um, I'm very responsible, and I'm a person who can be dependent on. And my friends always, like when they have problems, they always come to me and they ask for advice. And sometimes they ask me to solve the problem for them. And also, they say I'm just like the Olivia Pope on Scandal, the show. And I'm kind of like a crisis fixer, and I just fix things. And and I always see like tough experience as good experience to make you strong, to make you a stronger person. So so I'm very persistent, and I'm not easily beaten by tough things.
Mm, those are all really good qualities that are definitely necessary for not just politicians, but anybody who wants to be successful in life and especially to be a leader amongst others. What are some things that you feel like you need to work on and improve on yourself?
I feel like I always pursue for perfection. Like I overly pursue perfection. That always leads to imperfection. Like I didn't talk at all. I didn't speak at all when I first came to America because I was afraid that I would say bad, like say things incorrectly, and I always want to say things like perfectly. Like I always want to use the perfect um, phrases or sayings to express my opinions, and that leads to me as a like I didn't talk at all, so I didn't like that part of my personality. Um, I'm working on that. I'm just being more confident and about myself and just not worry too much.
Yeah, that's great. It's better to be bold and a little bit less self-restrictive.
Yeah.
So does that make anything in your daily life difficult? Or what do you find challenging in your daily life?
Um, I find expressing my ideas in English is very challenging.
Well, you're doing a great job with me, so I'm sure that you're being a little bit of a harsh critic on yourself.
No,
Okay,
yeah,
so what is something surprising about you that most people might not know about you?
I'm very funny. Um, uh, most of my American friends don't know that because they don't like. I I have some funny sayings. Like I always say Chinese funny sayings. So, and I think surprising. I'm kind of very straightforward. I tell people everything about myself, so I don't think they don't they know everything about me.
I see. So what are some other skills or hobbies that you do in your free time?
I love reading, and I love doing sports because my mom is a sports magazine editor, and she always she has she wanted we did sports a lot, and I fell in love with tennis, and from like she taught me tennis, and I also I also love soccer, and I love playing sports because sports sometimes sports teach you like life lessons. Because once I played tennis with a girl from another school, and we were playing a game, and the score was really close, and it was like we played 8 sets, and it was like 7-6, and like whoever holds on, like whoever can just be persistent will win the game, and because we were our skills were really close, and then it was 8-7, and I have to win another. I was 8, and she got 7, I got 8, and I had to win another game to win the whole set. And then the coach just told, and she has her parents and her grandparents were there like cheering for her, and go, and I was like alone on the court, and I was so lonely. And then my coach just told me to watch the ball and hit it back, and my hands were shaking when I played the last set, and then I won the game because I was being. I just told myself to hold on and be persistent, and then I won the game. I was so happy. So sometimes you just have to be like hold on for another minute, and you'll be successful. So I love playing sports.
Yeah, it sounds like you have a very determined and strong personality. Your parents must be very proud of you. Okay, so you're interested in tennis. You sound like you're very athletic. You have a lot of great, strong qualities about you, and I'm really excited to help you go to a bigger, better school.
Thank you.
If you can open up the diagnostic that I sent you, we're going to go over the listening and speaking sections together now, and then the rest of the exam you can complete it after this Skype session on your own time. Okay?
Okay. Are we doing the listening section first?
Yes, it's part 3 listening section.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna read the questions.
Okay, if you have it open, then I will read the first line and you can read the second line. And you don't have to say the answer out loud. You can just mark it on your own document, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so Joe says, you mean this isn't an open book test?
Not this time.
So what had Joe assumed about the test?
Oh, I can't type it on my stuff. But
Oh, if you can't type it, you can mark it down somewhere else separately. That's okay too. Okay. Mark says, you're going out with Larry again?
Just for lunch.
Okay, what had Mark assumed about Lily? Okay, Kim says, my sister's birthday party is on Saturday. Why don't you come?
You don't mean it. She can't be 14 yet.
What had Ira assumed about Kim's sister? Okay, Mary says, have you seen my chemistry textbook?
It was on the kitchen table last night. Did you bring it to the library? Maybe you left it there.
What will Mary probably do? Okay, Justin says, is there a copy machine in the building?
No, but there's one in the building next door.
And what will Justin probably do?
Okay.
Okay, so that section's pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
So the next section is part 4, the speaking section. The speaking section will measure your ability to speak about a variety of topics. I can give you a couple of minutes to prepare, or if you want to go right into it, that's fine too. Choose one of the topics listed below and discuss it for 5 minutes. Can you read options A, B, and C out loud?
What is your favorite recreational activity? Describe it and explain why you enjoy it. B. Discuss the time when you experienced success. Describe the experience and state why it was a success for you. C. Who is the most intelligent person you know? Describe the person and say why you think he or she is intelligent.
Okay. Which one of the topics would you like to discuss?
I would like to discuss B.
Okay, great. Do you need a couple of minutes to just kind of think about some of your ideas, or if you want to go right into it, I'm ready to start whenever you are.
Okay.
Also, your video has kind of stopped working. Maybe the internet is like, I can hear you fine, but I can't really see you anymore.
Because I'm using my iPad and I'm on my email page now. So
Oh,
I
I see.
think,
Okay, that's fine.
okay. Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay, great. Do you mind switching? Okay, perfect. So you're going to tell me about a time when you've experienced success. What was this experience?
When I was in middle school, the school held a flea market, so the students got a chance to be an entrepreneur for one day, and the students got to be entrepreneurs for one day, and so the students can buy stuff from outside markets and sell it in the market at school, uh, like on an afternoon on Monday. And I was so excited when I heard about that opportunity. We can like make profit ourselves. So I gathered a few friends and I told them it is a very good opportunity and we should make like give some money and invest some money and to buy some stuff and sell it on the market. And some of my friends backed up when they heard that there were about 300 students that were selling products, and they didn't think that we would make a profit, so they backed out and they didn't invest the money, and I was like, as a chief, I couldn't just give up, and I'm a person like if I know there's bad things behind the door, I would still open it. So I went to the market alone by myself, and on a 100-degree day, it was so far from the city, and I had to take a bus, and it was a long way, and I bought a lot of stuff that I felt that the students would like to buy from the market, and I carried it home, and I brought it to school on Monday. And so there was just me. I set up the table and brought all my stuff and put it on the table. And then I shouted to let the students buy my stuff. And I was so surprised and that all my stuff was sold. Not the only thing was left. I didn't expect that. I thought we would make a profit, but I didn't expect to be sold all sold. And then my friends, one of my friends saw that, and she just she regretted, and I thought that was a success because I earned some money and I gave it to a charity. I donated to a charity, and I thought that was an experience that was successful because I went to the market alone, and I felt so lonely and betrayed when I went to the market, but I didn't give up, and I just ran through that experience. I just ran through that track and just go with my gut and went with my gut and just did that thing. But that was also a failure to me because my friends didn't back me up, and they kind of backed out, and then I didn't convince them to pursue that goal of ours with me all along. And so that was, but I still think that the success was bigger than the failure because I got money, I got a really good experience, and I help people because I donate the money to a charity.
Wow, that sounds like a real learning experience for you. I can't imagine how you must have felt when you showed up and there was nobody there.
Yeah.
How did you handle that situation afterwards with your friends? Did you ever talk to them about it?
Yeah, we're friends again. We just let it go. We kind of
Well, I hope that
because we weren't that close back then, and we became really close. I forgive them, but it's not about forgiveness because we weren't that close, and we didn't sign a contract. They came back up. I mean.
Okay. Well, I had a very great time talking to you and listening all about your great stories. I feel like I have a pretty good idea of it's not just your English ability, but what kind of school experience that you need. So, is there anything else you want to mention to me right now? Or if you have any questions for me too, or yeah, this would be a good time if you have anything else you want to tell me about what kind of school you would like to go to.
Um, I what? Can I ask you a question about like what service do IPG provide for the students?
Yeah, sure. So not only are you at a boarding school right now?
No.
Okay, so you're at a day school. That means you're probably staying with a host family, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so we do also provide host families, and we make sure that you're safe and you're happy and healthy with your host family, doing checkups and monitoring and all that stuff. We have somebody called a district consultant because, for example, me, I'm all the way over in Los Angeles. So wherever you end up going to school, there will be somebody in your area who you can always count on to take care of anything that you might need for school, like kind of like your parent. So I'm not sure if your host parent takes care of that kind of stuff for you right now. In the future, if you were to go to one of our schools and join our program, your host parent would be there for you as well. But this person, the district consultant role, she would always be there to kind of also be your backup and support. So if you have any school events or if you have any issues at school, this person is always there to help you and support you. Um, Also, we do have an academic component to our program, which means that if you ever have any trouble at school, need some extra tutoring, or even just need any kind of extra resources in addition to what your school provides, then we have some PhD educated people in our program who, provide academic services to our students. So it's kind of like it's all over the map. We have academic service and cultural service if you need anything. It doesn't sound like you need it, but um, it's always very helpful. I feel like for our students who are kind of here without their parents, just to have a big group of people always there to help them out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Thank you.
no problem. I'm thinking of
Thank you
all.
for your time to listen
No, no
listen to
problem.
me.
I really enjoy talking to you, and I feel like some schools will be okay with just viewing this interview that you and I had. Other schools may want to actually directly speak with you too and have their own conversation with you. So you can
Right.
kind of think of this time today as like a practice for that.
Okay.
But definitely, for my feedback for you, I think you did a very great job, and you don't have to be nervous at all. Definitely try to use, these great stories that you have that really show all these amazing sides of your personality and about your life. So, if you're preparing for your next interview, just think about all the different experiences that you've had and how you can best explain them in eloquent English. So you did a great job today.
Thank you.
No problem, Hazel. So I'll be speaking to you soon after we complete this report. And if you saw that attachment, there were other portions to it left. There was a reading comprehension portion and sentence completion, and I believe a writing portion too. It should probably take you no longer than 1 hour to finish all of it. I don't even think it will take you 1 hour. But if you could finish that up and send it to me to my email, that would be perfect.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Hazel.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.